In the Buddha's time, there was a florist named Sumana who supplied King Bimbisara of Rajagaha with beautiful flowers every morning. He would prepare the flowers at his home and then bring full wagons to the palace. He would be paid 8 gold coins in compensation. One morning, the Buddha surveyed the world with his supernormal powers and saw Sumana the florist would benefit greatly from the Buddha's presence. Normally, when the Buddha went on bintabat, or alms rounds, he could go as a normal monk or as a splendid being, complete with a strong aura and light rays radiating from him. The Buddha then chose to go as a splendid being in order to assist Sumana. When Sumana, who was on his way to the palace with wagons full of flowers, saw the Buddha on bintabat, he was amazed by the Buddha's resplendent aura. He thought, "Today my good karma has ripened. I am able to see a Buddha's glory with my own 2 eyes." Sumana then felt a strong urge to offer his flowers to the Buddha. He thought, "Even if the king were to drive me out of the country, even if the king were to give the order to have me flogged or killed, I will not give these flowers to the king." Sumana then grabbed handfuls of flowers and threw them up into the air above the Buddha's head. He threw some to the sides of the Buddha and some at his feet. Owing to the Buddha's supernormal powers, the flowers did not follow gravity and fall back down on the floor, but remained hanging in the air. Those flowers above the Buddha's head formed a canopy, and those to the Buddha's sides formed a wall. The flowers at his feet followed him and cushioned his steps. These flowers followed the Buddha everywhere he went. When the Buddha moved, the flowers moved too. When the Buddha stopped, the flowers stopped. Many people from Rajagaha came out to see the Buddha and observed this miracle. Sumana's body was filled with piti, or delightful satisfaction. When Sumana's wife found out that he'd given away his flowers, she became very scared of the king's wrath. Her fear then transformed into anger. She went to the palace with her son and told the king, "My lord, my husband is a fool. I have divorced him and wish to no longer be involved with him. The karma that follows from Sumana's actions should solely be his. May my son and I not be involved in the karma that follows from Sumana's actions." What the wife didn't know was that King Bimbisara himself was a Sotapanna, and therefore a devout supporter of the Buddha. When he heard that Sumana had offered the flowers meant for the king to the Buddha, the king was very happy. He immediately raised his hands and anumotana with Sumana for his blessed actions. The king then went out to witness the Buddha's glory and miracles. He followed the procession until it reached an open area. The king then respectfully held the Buddha's alms bowl and invited the Buddha to take a meal at the palace. The Buddha then said, "King, it is in the nature of Buddhas to proclaim the good actions of good people. Normal people tend to try to hide the good actions of others, fearing that it would take away from themselves. King, if I were to take a meal inside the palace, then many of these people would not be able to enter. Therefore, they would not get to see the magnificence of Sumana's offering. I will take my meal out here. King Bimbisara, delighting in the Buddha's metta for all beings, had an appropriate seating area constructed. After the meal, the Buddha gave his anumotana, or words of rejoicing with the merits of Sumana. The Buddha then returned to the Jetavana temple. When King Bimbisara returned to his palace, he summoned Sumana the florist. The king then bestowed the reward of 8s to Sumana. He gave him 8 elephants, 8 horses, 8 male slaves, 8 female slaves, 8 maidens, and 8,000 gold pieces. At the Jetavana temple, the Venerable Ananda asked the Buddha what benefits Sumana would gain by his good deeds. The Buddha said that Sumana, having given to the Buddha with no consideration for his life, with no hesitations, and with a heart full of sattha or faith, would not be reborn into the 4 lower hell worlds for the next 100,000 world cycles, and that he would eventually become a silent Buddha, or Pancheka Buddha. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.